Hey guys, it's Mr. V again, and today we're going to do part 2 of the green screen lesson. So today guys, we're talking about how to get rid of that green spill that lands up reflecting on your subject from the light coming from the green screen. So let's go ahead and go through. I'm going to unlock my layer here, create a new blank layer, drag it underneath, and then let's pick kind of a cool color to do our background with, maybe kind of a gradient. Let me see, maybe like a dark purple or something like that. Just something where we will be able to see the green standing out. I'm gonna pick my gradient tool. I'm gonna go to my background layer and we'll just do kind of a nice looking gradient, kind of going from dark to light. And I'm gonna go to my top layer and we'll go ahead and do our one-click background removal with the quick action. And that did a pretty great job. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our green spill. If we zoom in, you can see there are some green pixels that got stuck in the hair that even the remove background quick action could not get rid of. So what I'm going to do is show you a little bit of a trick. And if I scroll down here, you can see even there's some green spill in the beard, and there's even a lot on the white shirt. So today, it's not really going to be a lesson of how to get rid of those green pixels. It's a little more of a trick. Okay, and the trick is we're just gonna leave those pixels where they are. All we're gonna do is actually change the color so that they don't appear green. So the trick is we wanna take anything that's green and make it appear dark. Does that kind of make sense? Okay, so the first step that we would need to do is if you did the remove background quick action, then you are going to see two little thumbnails, which is really showing that it has created a mask. And you should see this black and white picture next to your picture of your guy. So in that case, if you are one of those people, you need to right click on your layer, choose convert to smart object, and that will take away the mask and create a smart object. And now what we need to do is right click and choose rasterized layer. So if you see that, then you need to convert to smart object and rasterize, and that will make it as if we never had to do the quick mask. And if you did not do that, if you just used a selection tool, then you shouldn't have to worry about that. So now that we've got our layer with just the one thumbnail by itself, we're going to go up to image, adjustments, and then you're going to choose selective color. There's no keyboard shortcut for this. You have to go up to image adjustments and choose selective color. Okay, now selective color, what it allows us to do is exactly what it sounds like. It allows you to be selective, kind of like, you know, selective hearing where you only hear the things that you want to hear. It's sort of like that. We're going to be able to select only the color that we want to affect. So here at the top, you're gonna see where it says colors, and there's a drop-down menu. And what we wanna do is go to greens. So anything that lands in the spectrum of green color, that is what it's going to change. You'll see there are 4 slider bars, and they are cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. And these are basically the 4 different primary colors in the Photoshop print world. And what you're gonna do is just slide these sliders back and forth, and you're trying to get the color on the edge to be as far away from green as possible. So if I move cyan all the way to the left, you can see it starting to turn a little more yellow. And then if I move magenta to the right, it starts to turn more brown. So see, it's getting darker and it's taking away the green. If I go to my yellow slider, it starts to turn a little more of a grayish color. And then if I go to black, finally, it will take it from kind of a lighter color to a darker color. And that's starting to look a little better. Sometimes you have to choose either yellow or cyan. This is starting to look a little more blue, so I'm gonna choose the cyan, and we're just gonna go through the same process. And you can see that basically, if I bring the cyan slider all the way to the left, pretty much took out all of the color, and you don't see any more green. And I'm just gonna go for my black slider here and take it all the way down, and that's looking pretty darn good right there. And that's basically all I do, guys. I take those sliders back and forth, and I'm trying to stick in the green, blue kind of color spectrum, and I'm just moving those sliders from left to right and seeing which way will take away the green color. And now that I'm finished, I can click OK. And check it out. No more green spill on the edge. Now guys, this may not work perfectly with every single picture. It's just kind of trial and error, and it's really just kind of a trick to get rid of anything that appears green on the edge. Once we zoom out, you'll be able to see that it pretty much took away all of the green, and it looks pretty good. If you don't like that the edge still looks kind of like has white, or like it's kind of being lit up, you can always take your dodge tool. Remember we learned about dodge? Actually, not the dodge tool. You're going to take the burn tool, and we can set that to mid-tones. We can make the hardness about 50%, and we can bring the size down, because I don't want to affect a whole lot of the picture. I'm just going to darken the edges to take away the white kind of pixels that got left behind. We'll change that to highlights since we are working on white pixels, and we want to darken those up quite a bit. And maybe I'll move back to my mid-tones just in case. And as you can see, that's doing a pretty good job of getting rid of those pixels. So guys, that is about it for today. If you have any troubles, just let me know. We'll see you next time. God bless.